Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be back at it with the T90 official reviews, and this is a game he played about a couple weeks ago. This is the last game he played on 1v1 from what I saw on his account, unless he's smurfing out there somewhere putting up numbers, I don't know. But this is a game that I think he does pretty well in. Let me just put this back to 1. There we go. And he's playing as the Magyars at 2350 elo, which is quite high. And his opponent, I actually don't know who this is. I don't think it's Vivi or Yo. But I'm not sure who this is. Maybe if someone knows in the comments, they can help us out. But whoever it is, 24-27, incredible rating for this guy as well. So very high level game. We'll see what T90 can do here. Yeah, kind of keeping a little update on his journey here. He's playing as the Magyars in this one. Okay. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't look for a Magyars game, but I know that's a big meme, and I actually know the context of that meme as well. So if you guys are T90 fans, it's a little Easter egg in there. All right, so he's rocking the Magyars, and his opponent is going to be playing as the Bengalis. And we're going to be focused mostly on T90 in this cast. And I'm recording off stream. I've never seen this game before. This is brand new for me. So, yeah. Car in the background, driving like 100 on a 40 street. But they might be excited. You know, T90 is on the screen. They want to watch. So the cars are passing by in support here. But let's take a look and see what he can do this game. Like I said, the Magyars, for him, pretty solid early game civ with, you know, a lot of good options. Most notably the Scout Rush, their favorite strategy usually for the Magyars. And he's actually rocking... Oh! Okay. T90's rocking the 2-1 wood. This is something I kind of... I don't want to say discovered, but I kind of popularized in KOTD5. Made a few videos about it. Happy to see that he's rocking that. Very good. 2-on wood helps you... No, please don't go 3-on wood. This is a house and berries. He's going to go 3-on wood. Okay. I was getting excited. He's going to go 3-on wood. That's fine. Maybe he wants to drush or something. Who knows? But so far he's just pushing in his deer. Villager going to make a house here. Okay. I don't know. Small efficiencies that could be better for this. I don't want to nitpick too much here. But that villager making a house around here and then going to make a mill would save a lot of walking time. But this is not bad. He's going to make a house here. And it's part of a wall, so you can't get too upset. This is, of course, very high level efficiency stuff. You don't got to nail these perfect every game. Taking a look at his map as well, by the way. You know, decent berry, back gold, backwoods, 2 of them. Pretty solid map. And it's pretty easy to wall. Late game, I can see him walling off the side, for example, to the corner if he wants to, maybe across. It's a good late game wall. And then for early game, he can probably wall to the stone, to the edge of the map if he wants to, or maybe in like a circle. And then here, I mean, the map walls itself from the house in a circle right around here to this wood line, and then just one house here in your wall. So pretty solid map for him. And definitely interested to see how he plays this one out. Goes for a barracks. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why he wants the 3-on wood. In which case, I actually give him a lot of credit because he went 2-on wood early, considering maybe he wants the Scout Rush. But now he added a third one a little after because he wanted to switch up his strategy and instead go for some militia. So I don't know. Obviously, we don't have T90 here. We can't ask him what he was thinking. But possibly he saw how good his map was. Thought maybe if I go for some militia and then wall up, I can be in a pretty good spot. So if that was his thought process, I really commend him for the 2 into 3-on wood. That's him for the earlier barracks. And of course, the drushes these days, especially with Magyars, you don't make the militia in the Dark Age because you don't benefit from the +1 attack in feudal. You make the militia on the way up. So it's like a pseudo drush. It's known as like the French drush or the feudal drush. And it's 2 militia plus like maybe 1 spear if you want, and you harass on the way up. Let's see if he's gonna go for that. He could maybe just make the barracks to fake out his opponent. It's a possibility. Quickly tapping over to your opponent's map. Obviously, T90 hasn't scouted that yet. He's going to scout that very soon. But opponent has a forward gold and a pretty solid map, which is actually starting to wall right now. Pretty solid map. It's got back berries, back woodline, back stone. And I guess the only problem is the gold positions. 1 gold here, gold here, gold here. So if T90 goes for heavy feudal pressure and pushes him off gold, blue player can be in a lot of trouble. And indeed, T90 is going to go for militia here. Nice little cute tactic there. Going mining camp, 2 vills inside. This is risky. If your opponent brings archers, then those 2 vills are dead. But if that doesn't happen, that's a pretty good mining camp. You can't really complain with that. It's like perfect efficiency. And then going only 1 lumber camp for now. Solid stuff. Okay. strategy talk now. He's going to go 2 militia forward. Lost some HP on the scout. Probably got caught in the wrong neighborhood or something. Let's see what he can do with the militia here. Remember, they get +1 attack because of the free foraging for Magyars. Oh, he might sit here a little bit. Sacrifice some scout HP. Village coming in. Block the wall. Ooh, good play from T90 here. Looking good. He might be able to get this Ville. This is huge. He needs to block and get in front with the scout. Beautiful play. Crazy play from T90. Well played. Might even trade against the scout. Runs the scout back. It doesn't get better than that. Well done. Don't get greedy, though. Don't get greedy. We took the 1 Ville. We lost a lot of HP, but we're in. At this point, probably going to look for more damage could be good, but he just doesn't know enough. So he's playing it safe. I think he's waiting for the Spearman. Plays it safe. We'll wait for the Spearman. Because if he goes in right now and gets surprised by something, maybe the guy has, a couple spears, maybe a scout already on the field, he could lose some HP. So he's just waiting for the spear to come forward, which indeed it is. And he's going to go with a range behind it as well, while also setting up some walls. A very aggressive play. It's militia plus spear plus range, everything forward. And now the scouts, he might actually send him to scout the map because he's only at 3 HP. That's actually a great play. I like that one as well. So I'm pretty impressed with this early game. Okay, a bit of bad pathing there. T90 is going to be not too happy with it, but it's not the worst. I think he got enough out of that to where it's solid. Maybe my only point of criticism is maybe waiting for the spear when your opponent wants to full wall was not the correct choice. Maybe just sacrificing the militia for a bit of extra damage could have been good, because now they're just sitting hitting walls. So unless he breaks in, I feel like my approach of just wasting the militia for a bit of extra damage gets us more value. But again, little things. Back home, I really love to see T90 develop his economy and not to worry too much about opponent pressuring us, because from T90's perspective, our opponent was not on gold, spent all his time full walling, so he probably doesn't have a whole lot to attack. At most, a stable for scouts. Obviously, we see the whole map. We know he's going to go range. But in T90's mind, it's at most a stable for scouts, so he can defend with 1 spear or just his villagers, because, blue is concerned with mainly walling for now. Meanwhile, T90 is actually scouting the map with his scouts. Opponent's doing the same thing, and we'll actually find T90 scouts. So that's pretty funny. It's very random as well. I think blue will get the hit on. But yeah, T90 is getting a lot of value. Scouting the size of the map, you see relics, you see extra stones potentially, you see, town center placements on wood. It's very good. Alright, he's going to be hitting the wall, trying to break in. Idle time is reasonable for both. Probably if you want to break in, you have to find bigger pieces of palisade. So again, small criticism there. Could maybe go down to the bottom, look for bigger pieces of palisade. You're never breaking in this tiny gap. I mean, come on. It's just 1 tile, right? One deletes the house to make it further. Interesting play from opponent, giving himself more space on the wood. But it does lose some raw wood from that house. And yeah, at this point, T90 is realizing he's not going to break in. Okay? Scrims, full walls. It's an annoying stat to play against. Listen, I understand. But you're not going to break in. What's the reaction from T90 here? Goes for the market. Might decide to just go up to Imperial. Go up to Castle Age by selling the stone. That could be pretty good. Decides to wall up his base. And it has good control. What you should do now with this military, let's see if T90 is going to do it here. You have to circle your opponent's base. If T90 knew about this gold, he would know that this is the only gold opponent can use. This is offside, and this is offside. This one's the only one that's viable. T90 doesn't know that. He's sitting here just because it's the main gold. It's the correct play. But it would have been more impressive if he scouted this, noticed that it's only the forward gold that he can take, and then just sat around here all game. That would be the best thing. If you don't want to do that, what you should do is just circle your opponent's base with the scout. First of all, to gather the information, right? And then second of all, you want to make sure when your opponent moves out, you know about it. Archers can go home if you want to upgrade them to crossbow later. That's completely fine. T90 picks up wheelbarrow. There's a lot of debate as to where you should get the wheelbarrow. I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments. People say 16 farms. I think I got that from Spirit of the Law. People say it's good to get it right before Castle Age. For me, I usually like to delay it. Unless it's a heavy feudal till after. But it's okay. He picks it up right now. No big deal. But let me know in the comments when you usually go for wheelbarrow and what you guys think is correct. Okay. Now we see him house walling in the corner. So again, not a lot of pieces of Palisade because he recognized he was the guy attacking all games. So he doesn't need to wall. This is a really good play from T90 so far. So far, it's like almost perfect. Okay. Sold the stone, going up to Castle Age. And he's on double mining camp. So what I would like to see is a stable switch. Archers are good, but Magyars are better with Cav. We switch to stables. We can still upgrade crossbow, still upgrade bodkin, use them to break in, and then with our stable switch, Knights can take over and win us the game. That's what I envision to be a good strategy here. Alright, keeping the archers safe. Smart play. Don't need to build fight these. Just ignore him. Just continue mining gold. If he hits you, ignore him. If the bill gets low, run him back. The skirms, you don't need to actually fight them here. In fact, I would say it's a mistake to fight them because you're just, wasting some idle time, wasting some villager time. This is good though. One village just to get him off your nuts a little bit. Take that golden piece. Once you get a scout, you'll clear up all of those guys anyways, right? So you're not really worried about skirms. There you go. You can always run away from them as well. Archers should ignore the skirms here. I think T90 is going to do that. Beautiful. Super happy with that. Ignore the skirms. Let's go attack our opponent with crossbow and bodkin. And if we hit him at the gold, that would be insane. One scout will push back all those skirms. Again, just garbage. Take it out. You don't need 5 guys to take out... That sounds like the restaurant. You don't need 20 guys to take out the garbage from an apartment. One scout does the trick. Let him deal with it. The other guys, the 19, in this case 12 archers, can go forward. And I like this. T90 recognizes there's a forward goal. He knows he's got the map control. Goes for the forward siege. I like that a lot. Only thing I'd like to see a bit more is a bit more knight production. I feel like knights are going to be key for him. At least a couple, because knights will help out a lot. I know the main army is the crossbow siege, but just a couple knights that after you break in can run around. Your opponent will struggle a lot to deal with those guys. He would need to go monastery for sure. And if he does, you can then go light cav. So you can kind of get into your opponent's head like that. And actually T90 is doing that. Nice. So everything I'm saying he's doing, this is very similar to how I play this game pretty much. I really like that. Now he's gonna... Okay, he's doing now what he should have done a long time ago, which is scout the other side of the base. He needs to see this gold. Once he sees that gold, the whole game becomes exposed to him. He knows his opponent's entire map, where he can hit him. The only thing he missed out on this game was not scouting that gold. Alright, he's gonna start hitting some farms. Very good crossbow player tactic, guys. Using the crossbows to kill farms. It's not a vill, but it's 60 wood. It's honest work. Good micro. We don't want to fight the skirms head on. Our crossbows will kill farms and kill vills. We don't want to really take fights. Not against skirms, anyhow. Ooh, and behind this, T90 is going for a town center. Not a fan of this TC. Everything's going to get clumped here. Much better would have been out here, away from this area. Because now you're just double pumping vills into that corner. Nothing's happening. So you're double pumping vills into this corner. There's going to be a disaster in like 5 minutes time. We'll check back to it. Much better would have been to make it here. That's okay. Not the end of the world. I do like that he's adding a town center, so he keeps a decent amount of vills. Only one mangonel. Interesting. Doesn't want to go for more. He goes for the second one right now. Okay. Still doesn't see that gold. That gold has been so important, but he hasn't seen it. Once he sees that, he'll know that his opponent can only be here or here, and it will make it clear where T90 should pressure. Does he see it now? Okay, he sees it now. This is a huge, huge thing. I don't know if T90 is paying attention to that. Ooh, that was sick. He hit the farm with the mangonel, and I have to explain this whole trick now. It basically lets your mangonel shoot from further away, and then he surprised the skirms and got a good hit off. That was a sick mangonel farm hit right there. He's sending up more mangonels. The crossbow micro has been incredible so far. Not a single crossbow lost for no reason. Yet he's still attacking with them. Mangonel's been okay. It forced some damage, got some value. And now, because he saw the gold, he knows, okay, he's not on this gold, he's got to be here. And he's moving his army in this direction. Now this is good play. This is what I like to see. This is some high-level stuff. 2K3 is no slouch, guys. 2K3, 2K4 as well. These guys are very solid players. And we can see it by the moves that are being done. I'm just casting right now. For me, it's easy. I see the whole map. You know, maybe in this game as well, if I'm playing, I don't notice the gold situation. So I'm happy he's paying attention to that. Or maybe he's getting lucky. I don't know. Maybe he has no idea about the golds, but he's getting lucky. But he's hitting the perfect spots regardless. Okay, takes a little bit of damage here, but just backs up. Back home, 2 TC. Okay, it's getting a little messy. Not the worst. We'll check back in 2 more minutes. Opponent's desperate for gold. Look at that, going for 4th Town Center. But opponent, no military. He's got just a few skirms, Mangonel Monk. That's it. And apparently an elephant is coming out. Apparently an elephant's coming out as well. Alright. Not too bad. Oh, T90 moves to the hill. Good choice there. Good choice. Sees the Mangonel coming. He's on a hill. Beautiful. Thick. Gets back to shooting. Hill bonus makes it so your Mangonel survives the shots from enemy Mangonel. There's some fighting going on here as well. So Mangonel back and forth. The elephant comes in. Good play from blue. Elephant clears up 2 Mangonels, and blue's able to clear up this left side Mangonel. So maybe the tides are turning here, guys. This push has been solid for a while now, but it feels like the tides could be turning here. And I don't know if this is a win or a loss here, so I'm kind of on the edge of my seat as well. Alright, blue's using some skirms to push away the crossbows. Now, what blue should have done there was actually cut off the crossbows. In fact, he might try and do that right now to prevent them from running away. Alright, he was a bit late to do it. Had he cut off the crossbows, you can probably kill them all. So small mistake from blue there. And, well, T90, he'll consider himself lucky, living with 6 crossbows like that. That's not too bad. That's solid. Now we see light cav switch. That's pretty good. We're starting to get into what maggers are good at, which is light cav, you know, just cav in general. Resource collected, pretty reasonable. More for blue, more vills for blue. But T90 still got the map, which is solid. And if we start raiding the Bengalis player here, that could be amazing. Because he doesn't have, like the blue player, he's got bodkin, but he doesn't have ballistics. So he's not that strong against raids. Once ballistics comes in and a castle, okay, then it's hard to raid him. But for now, we have a window here. Yeah, we have a window. Well done's coming in as well. 3rd TC from T90. Again, look at this. This has been chopped. And he had to relocate vills up here. He's doing a good job. It's not as big as of a disaster as I thought it would be. He's making sure he doesn't have like just 20 vills chopping 4 trees. That's what we want to avoid. Again, this could be a disaster long term as well. So Mangonel trades at the front. Looks like T90 lost one. Okay, I like that he's keeping his expo alive here. Those are going to be great at sniping monks, killing villagers, preventing rewalls. And now we see T90 going for more raids. Or really not for more raids, really for raids. This is like the first time he's able to raid this game. Opponent was fully walled. Tail between his legs for so long. Now we finally get some action here. Run +1 armor. We got a couple of vills. Running in with the light cap. Oh, okay. Simultaneously attacking the top here as well. Everything's working perfectly here. Elephant's down to crossbows. Light cap snipes the monk, snipes the siege. And now we got the siege to push in. And blue's in trouble. He's rushing down some barracks. Wants to go for some spears. He got caught off guard. He got caught off guard big time. He needs to get a castle. Maybe he needs to get a university and get ballistics. But T90 is not giving him time. The cav are rolling in. And this I'm talking about. Raiding can be so huge. Getting straight at the back. A little too close to the town center there with those Mangonels. And T90 is putting all kinds of pressure. Now, yeah, blue forced to make a castle on the right side here just to secure some gold. He can't make it at the front because it's Mangonels. So this will protect this gold at least a little bit, secure the hill. That's decent. Meanwhile, T90 is big time sieging on this side. Light cap keep running in. Snipe the monk. No! Just passing! This is your meme, T90. And it happens to everyone. You can't escape it. They just ran past to die. That monk survived pretty much certain death. I gotta love to see it. Alright. More Mangonels here. This is good. Redemption's coming in, but I think it's too late. The TC should die. Good monk snipe there. Might find this one. And compared to the last reviews that we did on of T90's games on this channel, this has been pretty solid. This has been pretty solid. I feel like the other games we checked out, oh, good reaction there as well. The other games we checked out, its aggression wasn't quite well placed. This feels perfectly placed, its aggression. Look at that. Pulls back the Mangano, has the crossbows. We got instant converted. That's unlucky, bro. Opponent's probably Yo, actually, after all. With those instant conversions. Crossbows are dying out, but I think they've done their job. Although it would have been good to keep them alive just to deal with the pikemen. Meanwhile, he's going to go for a 5 DC boom. Maybe a little extreme with the 5 DC, but definitely 4, super good. Even 5 I don't mind here, because we do a lot of damage, and then we boom ourselves. So that once our opponent clears this up, which will happen eventually, we have a really good economy, and we can play with Magyar late game, which, as we know, incredibly strong. Heavy Sea Hussar, Magyar Hussar, everything is just a powerhouse. And look at this, blue's in trouble. 37 vills, working very inefficiently. This is what I feared for T90 as well. Making a castle. Look at T90 pressuring is forcing blue to play so weird. He's like going to the sides for gold. He's like desperate for gold. He can't use the main gold in the front. Nagano micro on point. Gets converted though again. Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out. Good play from blue to get the conversions. Again, blue is 2k4. He's not a slouch either, right? T90 got a lot of value from that push. A lot of value. And more importantly, he got the map control. 6 town center boom. I like the energy. 6 town center. Now we're going to switch into CA. Interesting. Makes sense. We're about to click Imp. We see our opponent is on nothing but pikes. We already have Bot Canero. Already have 1 range. If we make 2 more ranges, start making Cav Archers. That's perfect. In fact, he can actually go Arbalest if he wants to. Magyar get fully upgraded Arbalest. I don't know if you guys knew that. Probably the most underused Arbalest. It's the most underused, fully upgraded Arbalest in the game. But it still exists. T90 not gonna make us happy today with the Arbalest. Gonna go CA. Probably the better choice overall. Let's be real here. Magyar CA gets all upgrades, plus they get unique tech, which is incredible. It's a great choice. Some Raptors coming in here. This Raptor's actually solid. Don't think he's gonna find too much value though. Might kill 1. Yeah, T90's light cap play has been solid. He's been sniping monks and raiding all game. I really like how he's been doing that. Okay, now what I want to see. T90, let's get a 4 castle on a hill. Castle on a hill lets us treb our opponent down and continue this map control style that we've been establishing. Keep those Manganos alive, sneak some vills, make a castle here, start trebbing. Treb this castle, treb the buildings, treb the town center. That could be insane. Also, castle here to treb this castle is fine as well. That's what I would want to see right now. Either that, or you get outposts on the side. You get extra visions on the side, and you play like the raiding game. Either you play the push game, or the raiding game. If you're up to imp faster, and you have map control, that's what you aim to do, guys. Those are the 2 best options. Third best option, running your units to a castle and hoping they survive. That's not a good option, but that's what we saw right there. It's okay. A lot was going on. We can forgive it. We can forgive it. Ooh, safe castle. Oh my, what is this? This is a pacifist game? We're not trying to kill our opponent in game, obviously. We're trying to let him survive. Definitely forward with the castle. We're up to it first. Get the castle down. Trebs and our balls in our opponent's face right away. Don't give him a second to breathe. That's what we want to do right there. This one gives our opponent a few seconds. I don't like that. Still good. The right idea. But, I mean, just need a little bit more testosterone with that castle is all I'm saying here, okay? Good raids, though. Constantly raiding. And the 60C boom behind it, the Vil count's close. Like, T90 really caught up because he's got a good economy. Decent upgrades. Could use Heavy Plow and Handcart, but I'm just nitpicking at this point. Moving the Manganos over here. He wants to get some pressure on this left side. And getting conscription. Okay, this definitely is a mistake then. Like, conscription and castle here are not mistakes in of itself, but in this specific situation, there's no reason not to get a couple trebs first. Put the pressure. There's nothing scarier in early imp when you're not imp than having trebs at you. You can't kill trebs if you're in castle most of the time. So like trebs first, conscription later is much better. That would be definitely something I hope T90 would improve on. Skirm's dealing with these raids. Again, Blue has had a tough game. He's been having to deal with T90's raids all game here. Now we see Bracer. We're scaling. We're picking up the relics. Gotta love to see it. Another relic here secured for later. Constantly expanding to the sides as well. Not afraid to raid. Not afraid to raid. That's good. Now we see the Trebs. So again, if you want a Trebs, you want a conscription. Trebs first, conscription second is the much better play. Now we're going to see recurve bow prioritized. Smart choice. It's better than heavy CA. Mango gets converted. Unfortunate right there. CA should still be packing a punch though, for sure. And I think T90 is scaling to the better late game, but it's close. It's close. Blue's done a good job with those castles to defend raids. But T90's still fighting them. Alright, he's holding the trap for now. So I know T90 is not a big guy on trickle trapping. I've listened to his cast. I watch T90's cast sometimes. And I know he's talking about trickle trapping and how it's not really a good idea. But in this case, I wouldn't really call it trickle trapping. We're not sending one at a time. We're just establishing one at the start of Imperial Age to force our opponent to repair. So he had that in his castle for a while. Also did conscription first. But just to reiterate, that should have been the first thing in early in. Take a Treb out, launch it on the castle, let our opponent repair, and look at that. 10 vills repairing? That's 10 vills not mining something else, so not using other resources, and draining the stone. Now that is good value. That's some good stuff right there. I can get behind that for sure. Opponent's just desperate, getting halbs. Opponent has no ambition in this game, okay? He's getting halbs, he's repairing his castle, he's just playing defensive. Halb, Skirm, Monk. Just playing defensive, basically. We're in complete control of this game. Castle here, solid, protects a lot of area, keeps an eye on a wood, lets you stonewall here and be safe. I like it. Maybe just T90 needs some outposts on the side. That could be pretty good, right? Alright, opponent's trying to hold on here with the trash units. And the Trebs from the hill are solid. That castle's going to go down for sure. Not only did we drain his stone, but we also finish off the castle in a pretty good time. And now there's nothing defending this area, right? TC, not that spectacular. We have a massive hill to push from. This is a good area to push. T90's constantly getting its upgrades. The game is still really close. Neck and neck game. Take a look at the vision. This is what T90 sees. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, a little bit reserved. Sees only his side of the map. Sometimes you want to send, something to get some vision in. It's like in football. Soccer, football. You get your team. You always got like one or two guys up top, Even if you're on defense, just one guy on top. Just to have something, If you get the ball back, boom, send it over. You got something going on. Same thing for T90 here. You're pressuring. You're on your side of the map. Send something in. Send some outposts, some light cab. He's doing a decent job. That's good. That's good. Also, same advice for Blue. Blue should be doing the same. Blue's got nothing. He's parking the bus, boys. Everything's on his half of the map. That's never going to win you the game. In fact, now he's slowly losing it because the cab archers are putting so much pressure. The siege, unstoppable. Halbs and skirms ain't killing those Trebs. Not even close. Unless T90 falls asleep or something, the Trebs are not going to die, okay? Good raid from T90. Again, always killing few vills, forcing reaction. 2 crossbows, they've done their job, okay? They go down in history books. Forward castle, I like this. Forward castle from T90, not afraid. We're talking about the lack of testosterone with this castle. This one, maybe a little too much even, but I like it. That's good. Better too much than too little. Ask Doubts to tell you about the castles all day long. T90's picking up the shaft. Never really a bad idea, but I don't know how much gold there is left. But, it's pretty cheap these days. Got a little price discount recently. Oh, decides to cancel the castle. I did say it was a bit too much. I was right. But, again, it's fine. We have a lot of villas. We can lose a few. 200 pop now. T90 should be taking all kinds of fights. Not afraid of anything, going deep into enemy territory. Blue's going for elephants. They're out of options here. They have no idea what to go for here. Bengalis. Elite elephant coming in. But I mean, that's not going to save you against those cav archers, I feel. The elephants are getting melted at the moment. And also, elephants can't really chase the light cav, right? So they feel like a dubious choice. It would be good if we're pushing, but not on defense. But then again, what can Bengalis do against this Magyar comp? Usually they have to get ahead in economy, but T90 made sure that wasn't happening with a 6 down center boom behind the siege push. Can't really outboom that, right? Now you see, look at the stats on these guys. Freaking badass. 6 pierce armor. Now getting heavy CA, so you got 5 melee armor. 7 plus 4 attack. 8 range as well. It should be, wait. Are we missing chemistry? We're missing chemistry. It should be 7 plus 5. Brother. Okay, we're missing chemistry. I said what? 7 plus 4? It's a regular CA. Should be 7 plus 5. Hope it gets chemistry, man. But nonetheless, look at Blue's population is dropping. 137 pop. Barely anything in the production here. And he's only now established farming at the back of the base. And these elite elephants, they're good, but they're getting shredded. And imagine if you had that extra damage from chemistry as well. We'd be destroying these guys, not even close. Let's see, this is the big pushback from Blue. Even if it clears the trebs, he's probably still dead. Yeah, he's got so many CA. 58 CA here. That is incredible. Holding down the lion. And behind this with some Hussars, I mean, you cannot go wrong. I'm going to tab away quickly. Look at the Hussar rates. T90s everywhere. Oh, sending in the Vills. What is this? This is some new tactic. He's been watching too much Blowy the Legends. Way too much, brother. Yo, when I said I want to see more testosterone, I didn't mean this. I didn't mean this. But again, it's in the right direction here. Yeah, DCA, it's unmovable, guys. Unmovable. It's 50. They're at 58 now. That's 47 with a bit of reinforcements. We lost only 10. I mean, we're just not going to lose this army. And now T90 continues adding castles on the side. I like this. He's fortifying his map. His map is super well defended now. Only thing better is stonewalling the sides, right? Every time I'm playing, my viewers on Twitch are yelling at me, stonewall the sides. They're yelling at me 24/7, stonewall the sides. So that's why it's stuck in my brain now. I like to fortify wall the sides. And it's good, listen, it's good. Keep the raids out. You make chat happy. That's what life is about, really. And at this point, Blue is just kind of griefing it. Like 117 bills. If it didn't work by now, or pop, if it didn't work by now, I don't think it's going to work. 82 bills. T90 sending a monk forward. Take his relic in front of his face. Oh my god. There's no way we're just going to let that happen. Blue, you should resign. Keep your dignity. This is a relic on your... This is your 10th of the map right here. T90 snagging that one. Very good play. I like that a lot. If you take all the relics, it's hard to throw. That's a really good play. He's got 3 at home. He'll take these 2 as well. 5 relics total. Come on. Even T90 won't throw a 5 relic late game, okay? At this point, T90 is just getting crazy with it. CA diving in. Still no chemistry. Still no chemistry. It is what it is. Sometimes you forget stuff. And Magyars aren't like a bomber cannon or hand cannon sieve that you notice it either. So if you don't see it, unless you see your arrows aren't flaming, you're not going to really notice it. Also, he's not noticing a power decline because the CA is still really good with the recurve bow. So it's not like you notice that they're stuck in ass. You need chemistry. Picks up the relics here, going for Hussar. Also, it's a good time to talk about this. You might be wondering, why no Magyar Hussar? It's very simple. You have only 3 castles, so going Magyar Hussar is a bit weak on production. Stables, we've got 5, 6. No, only 6. Okay, 8. We should be on more, 8. But as you can see, 8 stables still better than 3 castles. So although the Magyar Hussar is better, pound for pound, in a 1v1, Magyar Hussar will win. Cost efficiency and production is better for the stables. Still, both can be good options, though. I like the castle one when I'm up against siege comps because it has attack bonus against siege. Now we're taking the gold. And, I mean, this is dragging on. I feel like, yeah, what T90 should do is just mass 5 trebs, bring them in here, 1 shot, start knocking down those castles. But, I mean, he doesn't need to rush it if you think about it. Like, Oh, drops a question mark. No freaking way. T90 just dropped a question mark? Bro, I was saying it's dragging on, but like, you're gonna question mark the opponent? That's wild. Okay. No, I mean, T90, it's a little bit your fault. You don't have a treble on the field. And you missed chemistry. There we go. He's getting it now. He's tipping the trebs in here. Because, I mean, your opponent, if he just feels like he can continue playing with the castles, he won't resign, I guess. He's a little bit griefing it. Listen, I see both sides to the story, you know? Like, at the same time, it's like fight to the end, but, you know, when is the end? 86 pop. Usually I'd call it by now. Just kidding. I don't lose to T90. That's a lie. Actually, I lost to T90 before. Oh, that's embarrassing. I did lose to T90 in a tournament as well. I may have deleted my town center, but I mean, he leaves that detail out of the story, you know? Okay, T90 stacking some res now. A lot of food and gold in here. Now we got the trebs in. Do we have siege engineers? Who am I kidding? We don't have chemistry. Forget about siege engineers. That would have helped as well, though. Definitely next up on the bucket list. Let's see. Is Blue gonna repair this? Dude, Blue is a legend. He's just hanging on here. I thought ACCM and Mr. Yo would take forever to resign. This guy's like next level. He's like both of them combined. His star rate's coming in. Have archers are raiding. There's nothing left here. Blue is just having a bad time right now. 54 bills. Hang in there. I think you can come back, to be honest. Genuinely feel if T90 went AFK, and he's going Cavalier, sheesh. If T90 went AFK for like 10 minutes, I think he still wins. That's how far behind the blue player is. Obviously, we hope that doesn't happen, you know? Now we see the GG. See, as soon as the castle goes down, guys, it's GG. I'm telling you here. I'm telling you. The castles is what gives you a sense of, like, potential. Like, maybe I got my castles, I could come back. But this game's been over for a while. GG, well played to T90 there. Solid game from the start. Did pretty well with the Magyars. He mixed it up. He didn't go for the standard scout rush. Went for 2 militia. Still a good opening. Get the forging. Put some pressure on the opponents. And kept the pressure on there since Castle Age, pretty much. Punished the forward gold. The blue player never took the forward gold. T90 took it, actually. Took his relics, too. And question marked him. Power play. Yeah, so the pressure was just crazy. Blue crumbled quite hard under the pressure. Bengalis are a bit of an awkward civ, lacking some key options. So it's hard to to pull yourself out from getting pressured sometimes. And, they both played a solid game. Again, a pretty high level one. And this time T90 takes it. We're going to do something new for this review. I'm going to give T90 a rating on 5 categories. It's going to be micro, macro, map control, late game, and overall. Okay? So, and my editor will put up a little graphic. So, T90, these are your scores. All right, in terms of, sorry, not overall. Overall is going to be strategy, not overall. So, in terms of micro, I would say it could have been a little bit better, but it was pretty solid. I'll give him a 7 out of 10 for micro. He kept his archers solid. Everything was okay. In terms of macro, I would give him probably an 8 out of 10. Recognizing the 6 TC boom after the push was pretty good, but I feel like he idled his TCs a little bit too much. So, just something he could work on a little bit more. Then in terms of strategy, we'll give him, honestly, 9 out of 10. Very impressed by the strategy. Everything flowed. Everything was great. Late game was solid as well. And in terms of overall, no, what was my categories? I forgot my categories. This is why I suck at this. Editor, you got to help me out here. Damn, what was the other categories? Map control. Map control, 9 out of 10 as well. Super good with the siege forward. Outposts on the side were missing, and he could have stonewalled the side. So, like, the last point I'm reserving, like, he could have stonewalled this for sure, right? Definitely could have stonewalled that. Outposts on the sides, more raids, more production building. Could have been much better. And the last category is just the late game. Again, probably like a 6 out of 10. Missed out a chance with the trebs. To put pressure earlier. Didn't have the trebs at the end, so definitely a little bit lacking there. But those are my scores. Hopefully the editor can put a nice graphic on the screen there. This is new, so I took a bit of time to explain it. But on my reviews, I'll be doing that consistently, and hopefully you guys like it. Let me know in the comments if you do. GG, well played to T90. I don't know who this blue player is, but well played to him as well. It was a solid one. I don't want to go into capture. I want to see the stats here before we log off. Bing. There we go. More economy. Very nice. Got ahead in most uptimes as well, and stayed ahead in terms of military and KD. Very, very solid. That's going to be it for this video. 8 p.m. there at the end. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.